Hey, St. Lucia, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us and, of course, being part of the family. This morning is back on. We're here on DBS, and I'm your host, Sheila Mendez. And I know you know that, but my lovely guest today, because I'm sure you're asking and wondering, who is this gorgeous lady? This is Katisha, and we are at the beautiful, very rustic but historical. It's the Morn Manor Historical Villa. And of course, if you haven't guessed, it's located up the Morn. And it's all about, Saloy is kicked off, the jazz season is picking up, and there's going to be an amazing must see, must experience event happening here called Jazz Bites. But she is our hostess with the mostest today. So she's going to tell us more about it. So, Katisha, good morning to you, and how are you?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Welcome to Mon Manor Historical Villa.
Thank you so much. It's so lovely. I feel really good being here. And you know what? I can only imagine what's going to happen on Saturday because St. Lucia, this Saturday, that's the 6th of May, it's all about Jazz Bites. So, Katisha, can you tell us a little bit more about exactly what Jazz Bites and the entire concept is all about?
Sure. Jazz Bites is an all inclusive gala where we have some of our most finest local talent coming over to perform to you, ready to blow you away. We have Barbara Cadet, we have Rob Zion Finness, we also have Jab and Juliana. Darlene is also going to perform, and everybody's just so excited to come and give off their best. We're very excited, and we can't wait to see you there.
Great. Now with that too, because I got a chance to kind of spy at, the ads and what's going out too. There's so much, like such a mix of talent. You have well-known, established, and then you have young uprising. Like there's this little boy Christian who was on the, who not was, is on the lineup, who we discovered this morning last year when we went to a summer workshop. So when I saw his name, I was literally like,
Amazing
so
talent.
what was like, the process when it came to selecting the acts? What were you guys looking for?
Okay, well, like you say, it is a diverse group of individuals. We have the artists we have performing, both young and the more experienced. They're all here to just give us a sense of St. Lucians, the local jazz we have here.
Great. Now, with that too, of course, it's all inclusive. Now, we look forward to great deals around the jazz season. So, with that pricing, what else do they get? Tell us about the setting, because I can just imagine what the ambience is going to be like on the day here.
Okay, we have some really amazing things for you. You're going to be blown away by from the hors d'oeuvres, from our drinks. We have chairmans as well on board with us to provide us with some really nice, tasty cocktails. Landmark events are also going to be here to really make this place come together and look alive and just wow you.
Great. Now, my antennas went up when you said chairmans because I know also recently they've rebranded and, everything they align themselves with is, versatility, quality, sophistication. So if chairmans is on board, that also tells me, all right, this is going to be something to be at.
They have been really great, our sponsors. They've been so supportive. We reached out to a couple people and they have the reaction we got was just overwhelming, and we have to say a big thank you to them for that. But yes, chairmans will be on board with us, providing us with a mixologist as well as some tasty cocktails throughout the night. So
All right.
can't miss that.
Even more to look forward to and come out and enjoy it. And with the Morn Manor, for anybody who's not familiar, because I know this, structure itself does have historical standing as well. If you can give us a little, insight on it so we kind of get a little teaser or a taste or a bite, I should say, of history.
Mon Manor is actually, or was actually, the commanding general's house, is the structure we have here. Most of the building we try to keep. You can still see some of the brick walls on the outside, which are part of the original structure. So you can tell from the view, you can see down at the harbor, the Castries Harbor, you have a perfect view, as well as the cannons along the Mon, if you know a little bit of the Mon history. This is where it all ties in.
Great. And I know prior to this, well, off camera though, when we were talking, you're saying the structure has been around from about the 19th.
The 19th century.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Most of it. I mean, it was newly renovated in maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, and only recently it has become the villa.
All right. So I'm loving this. So a setting, historic, and great entertainment, fun, good company. You need to come out with good company or else you won't have a good time. But just remind St. Lucia, Katisha, date, time, and of course, where can they get tickets to? Because we've been talking about this and, everything that's so enticing about it and makes me want to come. And I haven't even said or even let St. Lucia know where they get tickets.
Oh, you can purchase your tickets at any one of the Ultramat locations, as well as Redline Performance Plus, another one of our sponsors. You can visit us on our Facebook page, Mon Manor Facebook page, as well as our website. All the information will be listed for you there. We have tons of information on Facebook as well, so be sure to check us out.
All right, super. And of course, just share their website address for them.
It's www.monmanor.com.
All right, perfect. So, guys, you know where you need to be. That's this Saturday, the 6th, right here, Mon Manor. And we kick off at what time?
At 7 p.m. sharp.
Right. 7 p.m. sharp. And should we add not 7 p.m. St. Lucian
Not
time?
St. Lucian time, 7 p.m. sharp. We're looking for that.
All right, so make sure you guys come out, and it's all about jazz. Bryce Ketisha, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. Awesome.
Good morning, St. Lucia. Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching This Morning. I'm Sheila Mendez, your host, and today our guest is Andrew Felix. He's representing today the St. Lucia Diabetes and Hypertensive Association. He's also a fitness trainer, and this month is a very important month. It is Hypertensive Month, and first of all, I'd like to welcome you to the show. Thanks for being here with us.
Good morning.
So, St. Lucia, we're going to get down into the nitty-gritty and really uncover the facts on hypertension. So we have an expert here who's going to just let us know a little bit more about what hypertension is.
Okay, hypertension basically is abnormal blood pressure, high blood pressure that is. If your blood pressure is more than 140/90, then you're basically in the category of someone who's hypertensive. This is May, month of May, hypertensive month. So we're trying to get more and more people aware of what hypertension is. And this is the month to do it. And if you're one of those people out there that are suffering from hypertension, you need to be aware of what's going on with yourself and how you can reduce the symptoms as well.
Now, with, hypertension and, of course, diabetes, still also comes into play here too. So there's so many factors to think of. But in the grand scheme of things, when you stop to think about it, the best thing that people can do is try to prevent it.
Yeah.
And, that's why we also have you here, because you can shed some light on the connection between fitness, and not just fitness, but also nutrition. In helping you prevent a lot of these diseases or disorders that really come and kind of just wreck us.
So the other thing as well with hypertension, you're at higher risk of strokes and heart attacks. And just like diabetes and obesity, there are a lot of people out there living with it and trying to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And one of the things I say to people who are suffering with any kind of disorder, diabetes, obesity, hypertension, is it's something you can reduce. And if you want to make it easier for yourself, there's two key things you need to do, and that's diet and exercise. Doesn't matter what disorder you have, when you go to your doctor, he's going to tell you two things, diet and exercise. Healthy living is very, very important. Very, very important. And if you want to keep it simple, do the simple things. Reduce your salt intake. That's going to be a major, major contribution to your diet, reducing your salt. And salt doesn't mean, the white fluffy stuff that goes on your food. It's the butter and it's the sodium that you see in all the artificial drinks and the foods as well, especially the biscuits. There's a lot of biscuits out there, salted biscuits. Reduce the amount that you're consuming. And exercise also doesn't mean you have to go to the gym. So all those people that are out there thinking they have to go to the gym and get a gym pass, it doesn't mean that. Exercise is another word for mobility. Mobility meaning that you have to be more mobile. Gardening, go for a walk, go for a swim, Get a skipping rope. If you don't like leaving your house, buy a skipping rope. A skipping rope is $10. You can go and buy a skipping rope. You can skip at home, and you can just increase in what you do and improve.
And I kid you not, I literally on the weekend just bought a skipping rope so that I can at least do that, something quick on a morning too. And people don't realize these simple things are still so effective. And I say it too because I used to once think that, okay, I had to be in the gym. Like if I'm not in the gym doing something, I'm not doing a good workout. Or if I'm not doing like an hour-long strenuous something, then that's not an exercise.
The thing is, when you're exercising, you only have to exercise for about 15-20 minutes. You can do 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. You do that every day, something very simple. It doesn't have to be hard, as long as you're moving and keeping active. And that's the most important thing, keeping active and keep your body moving.
Great. Now with that, nutrition. I want to just tap into that as well because, of course, I again can testify to you are what you eat.
Yeah.
Because for a couple of months I was eating really healthy and good, and then of course I had to move house and all hell broke loose. And after that, immediately I just started feeling a difference in how my body would respond. I was sluggish, seeing some weight gain too, and I'm like, in such a short space of time, my lord, why these changes are so quickly? So literally I believe even more too, you really are what you eat. So
Yeah.
let St. Lucia know the connection between nutrition, of course,
Well,
and
for
prevention.
hypertension, there is a dietary approach to stop hypertension, and abbreviation for that is called DASH. So anybody who's hypertensive, if they go online and they just put in the DASH diet, DASH, DASH diet, they can find out more information on diet plans, and then they can outline that and use that as a template for how they should eat. It's going to be basically a low sodium diet, and it's going to be very plain. However, it's better to have plain food than no food. And one of the things I emphasize on in terms of nutrition is I like to keep it very simple. Eat food that looks like food. Okay? You can't get any simpler than that. Eat food that looks like food. So you eat ground provisions, you know, drink water. Now, if you go to your doctor, he's going to give you a diuretic or a water pill. Okay? That's to help you with hypertension. Now, when I say eat food that looks like food, you can also drink coconut water, which is a natural diuretic. Okay? That's going to help you as well. And it's got electrolytes in there and so many other added benefits. So, you know, if you want to talk about food and, you know, if it's too complicated for you, just eat food that looks like food. If I was living in a cave and I came to your house, okay, what am I going to eat? Am I going to eat the donuts and the biscuits?
No.
Am I going to eat the bread? I'm going to eat the hard food, the provisions, the dashing, the yam, the fruits and vegetables.
Right.
So I'm going to eat food that looks like food. I don't want to eat the bread and the donuts and the cakes. You know, so eat food that looks like food. You know, and if you want to keep it very simple, anything you do in life, just keep it simple. People try too hard and they end up making excuses for why they can't lose weight, because being obese is also going to lead to those diagnosis problems as well, and you don't want to go down that path. So eat food that looks like food. That's the easiest, simplest nutrition anybody can give you advice right there. Eat food that looks like food.
All right, awesome. Well, with that said, St. Lucia, I hope this was enough to at least, you know, inspire you to get up, get moving, and start doing something different. And remember, again, it's Hypertensive Month, and so we're here with our friends from the St. Lucia Diabetes and Hypertensive Association. And of course, Andrew Felix. Just let people know, 'cause I know you have a website, so let them know how they can stay in contact with you.
There's two things you can do. If you contact the Diabetes Association, let me just pull up the number. It's on 286-3202 or 452-7693, or you can just type my name into Google, Andrew Felix, Slim and Tone, and you can find out more about me and contact me through my website, Andrew Felix, Slim and Tone. There's also an event this Saturday on Viewfort, Sandy Beach. So everybody, bring your friends, loved ones, and it's easier for me to say to the ladies, bring your husbands if you love them. Bring your husbands if you love them, bring your boyfriends if you love them, because men don't want to go nowhere. They don't want to go to the doctor. They don't want to get checked up. They don't want to get their blood pressure checked. They don't want to do any kind of checks. If you want more information on hypertension, ladies, bring your partners if you love them. Now, one of the things that we mentioned earlier is it's better to be an asset than a liability to the loved ones. So if you want to be an asset to someone, bring them on Sunday. Sunday, Sandy Beach, Viewfort.
All right, so St. Lucia, you have all the tools in your hand now. So make sure you get up, get moving, and we will see you on Sunday. All right? So make sure you go check it out.